Okay, I'm leaving what will very likely be my last hostel experience. I'm heading to Madrid, and I think in Madrid I'm just going to, I'll be staying in hotels actually, pamper myself a little bit, a couple of nights in a nice hotel in Madrid, and then heading back to Santiago to catch my flight home. So last night I posted day 37, which was actually my last day on the Camino officially. So I'll probably post one more video of my remaining time here in Spain, but I'm not going to, probably won't post this today. I'll probably just sort of combine my last 3 days all in one concluding video. So that's it for now. I'm glad I had these extra days hiking to Finisterre. It reminded me a lot of the early days on the Camino. It was sometimes pretty challenging, but the views were spectacular. The trails were very nice. I know I talked a lot about how lucky I am, what a lucky person I am at the beginning of my trek. And yeah, even though I did twist my ankle pretty badly, and in fact it's still kind of tender. I consider myself very lucky that it didn't happen until the very end of the last day of my hike. So if it had happened any other day, I wouldn't have been able to complete the hike. So yeah, I'm a lucky guy. Well, I'm still not quite sure exactly what to make of this experience hiking the Camino de Santiago. Um, I had a lot of different experiences, a lot of different emotions and interactions with people and interactions with nature. But there's still a lot for me to unpack. But for now, it's time for me to leave Finisterre and the Camino and get on my way to the next phase of my life. Okay, I'm in Madrid. Just got off the train, and I'm very near the National Museum. And yeah, this is pretty cool. Just got to find the museum. I'm going to go to the National Museum first, and could of course spend all day in there easily, but I've just got one day, and I want to visit the grotto as well. So, the museum doesn't open until 10, and it's not even 9:30 yet, so I'll get a little breakfast beforehand if I find some place to get a little snack. And we'll see how it goes. I gotta find the museum first. It should be like right here. Okay, I just had some breakfast, and the museum just opened, and I'm on my way. Okay, I'm sitting here in sort of a courtyard in the National Museum. I've been here, I don't know, probably over 2 hours, and really have only seen the tip of the iceberg. But I've got to get to the Prada today, and so I'm gonna have to cut it short. I spent really there's so many great works here. I spent a lot of time looking at a few works instead of rushing through and trying to see as much as I could. I ended up really contemplating a few pieces. Okay, I'm now on my way from Nashville to the Prado, and yeah, it's really kind of ridiculous that I'm trying to accomplish both of these museums with just one day, but that's the situation I'm in. So, but I mean, it was just hard getting out of the National Museum, knowing there was so much that I hadn't yet seen. So, but I spent a good amount of time in front of some pieces that really were impressive. So this is actually a nice little walk between these two museums. I'm guessing it's going to be about a 15-minute walk. Looking at my Google Maps, seems like that's about what it's going to be. So I should be there. I should be there shortly. This is interesting. It's a fellow up here playing an instrument that I saw them playing in Senegal. Okay, I think I'm at the entrance somewhere here. Looks like it could be an entrance. Although those doors don't look open. Maybe it's down that way. Let me walk down that way. Oh yeah. I see a pretty significant queue here. This might take me a while just to get into the museum because it looks like a line of people waiting to get tickets. By the way, the National Museum, I don't know why, I showed them my passport and they let me in free. It'd be nice if that happens here. We'll see. Okay, I'm now back in Santiago. My time in Madrid was much too short. I could have spent multiple days in either one of the two museums I visited or other museums that Madrid offers, but time just didn't allow me to do that. So yeah, here I am back in Santiago, and I've got about a day and a half to burn here before my plane takes off. So I'll spend this time just doing a little more reflection, just sort of thinking about on my entire Camino experience and my time in the museums in Madrid. And but I really think the thing that has impressed me most about this trip is my time thinking about the upcoming year and years beyond, and my next phase of my life beyond my work as an arts educator and getting back into really discovering who I am as an artist and setting up my studio, and humbly, after my museum experiences in Madrid, humbly immersing myself in my own studio. So yeah, that's where we are right now. So I have now hiked the Camino de Santiago. So what am I taking away? Well, one of the things that people tend to ask when you meet people along the way, why did I decide to do this? Why did I decide to hike the Camino? And there's lots of reasons people do it. My more superficial reasons, I suppose, for hiking the Camino have been preparations for my future. I'm planning on moving to Mexico, and this has been an excellent opportunity for me to start learning Spanish a more authentic way, and also the miles that I've hiked have been a way for me to prepare for my anticipated hike of the Appalachian Trail. That, of course, will be a lot more than 600 miles. That will be about 2,200 miles. But this has been a good way for me to sort of see what it's like to get up every day and hike every day several miles for an extended period of time. So that would be my more superficial reasons for hiking. But a lot of people hike the trail. Well, originally the Christians that would hike the trail did it as a type of affirmation of their faith. And others have done it for similar spiritual reasons. It's just an opportunity to reflect, and even the non-religious will often hike the trail as a way to reflect. And I've been aware of that, and I've tried to use my time, especially my alone time on the trail when I'm walking by myself, as an opportunity to just sort of reflect on things. The more personal things, as I've mentioned earlier in my vlogging, are things that I prefer to keep to myself, and not the sort of thing that I feel it's appropriate for me to share in a public venue like this. I have used this as sort of a transition to sort of reflect on a transition of into the next phase of my life after leaving my position as an arts educator, as a way to sort of transition. And frankly, I feel like it's been hard for me to let that go. I feel like I've got some unfinished business as a teacher. Yeah, there's a lot that I've had to reflect on. I'm still going to need a few more days to reflect on this experience, but I think the Camino is like any other experience. What you'll get out of it will ultimately be proportional to what you're willing to put into it. Silenced as I'm slowly burning out. This mist again, what I needed most. My truth was shrouded in